Like in the Gospel of Matthew 18 verses 12 to 14, or Luke 15 verses 3 to 7, where the shepherd leaves his flock of 99 sheep in order to find one lost sheep. So too is the zeal, the anxiety, the love and the affection His Lordship Bishop Michael Bibi has for his flock in the Diocese of Buea as he makes this pastoral trip to Small Mukuta, one of the mission stations of the St. Peter and Paul's Parish, Modika, Tiko, Douala Road. The trip to the creek begins at the Modika beach. The tides are high and water is close to the shore. 2 canoes are anchored. The sailors put in all the items for embarkment. The chief shepherd and his entourage board one of the canoes. They are accompanied by some mothers of the CWA of Modika, youths and some Christians. While embarking, a boat alights from behind. With a smile on his face, Bishop Bibi is confident he will find his sheep safe and sound. They have sailed all the way from Small Mukuta to escort the bishop to his sheep he seeks to find. Unlike an ordinary ride along the road, sailing requires some stability while sitting in the canoe to prevent capsizing. The sailors are skeptical about the well-being of His Lordship and his entourage, and with skill they glide through the waters in confidence they are being guided by the Lord. The sail is smooth and swift, and confidently along the sail His Lordship touches the sea, blessing and wishing well for those who use the waters for their well-being and livelihood. Along the canoe ride, other canoes can be seen coming along from other shores to accompany the chief shepherd on his way to Small Mukuta. They are coming to assist, participate and receive blessings from His Lordship and commune with him during his stay in this community. The choir of Small Mukuta Mission Station, all along the waters in their traditional rhythms, danced, waving their handkerchiefs, joyfully entertaining to the comfort of His Lordship as they sail closely to embark on the beach of Small Mukuta. Like in the Gospel of Matthew 21 verses 1 to 11, the triumphant entry. As his canoe embarks, His Lordship Bishop Michael Bibi is welcomed with songs of praise as the men, women and children were singing, dancing and hailing him. The women threw their cloth on the sandy soil for him to walk upon, in cognizance of the representative of Christ within the local church in the Diocese of Buea. The reception is proof of the strength of the faith that exists within the community of the people of Small Mukuta and its environs. Due to certain limitations that Father Bernard, the parish priest of Modika, and curate Father Lucien face, they can only meet the spiritual needs of the people of Small Mukuta just once a month. With the coming of Bishop Michael Bibi, Father Bernard affirms they are elated and encouraged in carrying out their pastoral duties around the mission stations at the creeks.
The bishop has visited us, the parish, and in a very special way he is visiting those in the maritime mission stations, namely Mukuta, Small Mukuta, Boma, Mugange, and Bopola mission stations. And his visit here is so good. He has come to encourage the people, he has come to pray with them, he has come to pray for them. And I think that as a parish priest, I am fulfilled. As a parish priest, I am encouraged. As a parish priest, I am happy that he has come, and I feel invigorated for the work that I am doing, that at least is being praised by the presence of the bishop. So he has not just sent me to work, but he has also come to see how we are working. And by way of giving the experiences here, I think that the Christians here are welcoming, they are hospitable, they are charitable, and it's evident with the welcoming that they did. It was a whole ritual that they were doing to welcome the bishop, and that goes a long way to show how hospitable they are, how welcoming they are, and how open-handed they are. As we've said, there are 4 mission stations here, but 3 are actually working, because there's only one Christian in one of the mission stations, that's Boma, and they have catechists there who are always there working with them on weekdays, and on Sundays we come here once a month. Sometimes we come twice a month, but if we consider many things to come once a month, of course we would have wanted to come maybe as often as 3 times a month. I think that one of the reasons that make it very, very difficult for us to be here often to do our work is transportation. So we have said we are limited in number, just 2 of us. The second thing is we have no means of transportation. So they have to be the one to accept that they are coming to get the priest, to come with the priest for worship and to take him back. So we don't have a boat on our own to do that. And then the next thing is that we follow their program, and they also follow, let's say, the program of the water. They have what they say, big water, small water, as they call it. Actually, they follow the waves and the currents and all of that. So if they judge and see that they cannot come for us, we'll wait at the shore there, and they just call and say, Father, it's difficult because of this, because of this, because of this. So we just have to go back. So that's a practical difficulty, because we have to follow their program sometimes.
The inhabitants of this village of Small Mukuta are entirely of Nigerian nationality, who have migrated to the creeks. These creeks have a population of over 300 Christians, and this particular creek of Small Mukuta is inhabited by 2 families, a chief and his brothers, their wives and children. The sea is their principal source of revenue. While most of them make ends meet by fishing, others extract sand from the sea. The fishermen use nets for fishing, which they acquire from Tico, already plated to suit their purpose. These nets are used for a period of time, then later disposed. Before embarking on fishing, the nets are arranged and suspended in an orderly manner and put on board the canoes, and off they go to sea. Inhabitants here live in structures constructed with plank, popularly known as calaboot houses. Some of these structures act as homes for inhabitants, others are leisure parlors, while others are ovens. After a successful fishing expedition, the fish is taken into the oven structure. The oven is made in a shelf-like structure where the middle part is where the fish is orderly arranged and below is where the wood is burnt. That heats up the fish and dries it up, and it's ready to be carried to the market.
Yes, all the fishermen. We are fishermen, yes. Kind of fishermen. Some of them at locust net, some yet the toe hook. All we have, and we catch fish too plenty. What they sell, we get money. Yes. Very, Makuta, where they do. Now, market where they go. I'm in Sarah market too, where they go. That's to market.
We don't come for Nigeria, come small, come dry fish. And when we dry fish, we dey put them for baskets, carry and go Mondika market. Put them for canoe, carry and go Mondika market. We sell them. When we sell them, we buy chop. Anything we need them for market, we come back.
As earlier mentioned, another activity carried out in the sea is the extraction of sand from the river. The sandmen take their canoes to shallow areas of the sea. Here, with the use of a bucket, he immerses himself underneath the water, loads his bucket full with sand, and emerges out of the water and empties his bucket of sand in the canoe. A filled canoe of sand is taken ashore and emptied, waiting for urban lorries to come and buy and take away. The sand from the sea is confirmed to be the best for construction as it is sharp in its nature. Most youths of school-going age within this community attend school out at the inland towns and the city like Mudeka, Tiko and Douala. So too do they go inland for medical assistance in cases where they can't handle traditionally.
There's no school here, but we normally send our children for Mudeka, Tiko, Douala. Most of our children are there. So now that people when they give our picking night the hell away. Yes, we they send the person money, we they give them fish. We go meet up them at least once or twice in a month. Normally we sometimes go to hospital at Mudeka. If it is too severe, we go back to Tiko.
When our woman when they bury, sometimes we will born for here. Sometimes we will carry them go for Mudeka hospital. Then born for day. Then we come back. You know, say our country woman then sabi born. If you not go for hospital, then sabi that one. Anything will happen, God will give them respect and wisdom way, then go know how they go do. Anything that God they give them, not be by our power, na God.
Bishop Michael Bibi, in this maiden visit, joins these people in prayers as he blesses their equipment they use for carrying out their economic activities. As he reiterates, it's a very significant gesture.
Most of them are fishermen and women. God has blessed them by giving them instruments that they can use in order to catch the fish. At the same time, they are going into the sea. Remember the apostles, when Jesus left them to go ahead of him in the sea and he was following them, they had a serious storm that disturbed them. And of course, Jesus was walking on the water and he calmed the storm. He blessed the storm. He calmed the storm to show that he is master of all creation. So even the sea, Jesus is master of it. And that is why we have decided to bless their walking tools, the things that they use for their boat, for their canoe, the things that they use to catch the fish that brought them out. We have blessed them so that God should take control of these instruments and also bless the water for them so that they will be safe whenever they get into the waters to carry out their activities, so that they will be protected when they are inside the water, and that God will also bless the water so that they will be able to get fish as he blessed the water and Peter was able to have a haul of fish caught. So he should bless them too to have this fish, because it is through the selling of this fish that they gain money to sustain themselves and the church, that they also have something to eat. So if God doesn't bless them, then they will labor in vain. And that is why we have blessed the different tools and instruments that they are using, so that when they are working and using them, God will be with them and accompany them in all that they do.
By the time he is leaving, the tides are low. The sea has moved away. It is shallow and very uncomfortable for the engine canoes. The sailors, considering the odds, make the return trip slowly but steadily with the help of God. His Lordship arrives safely ashore the Mudeka beach. The youthful choir of Small Mukuta sailed along with Bishop, singing and dancing with joy till his boat embarks. His Lordship, after thanking them for their hospitality and generosity, he blesses them as he returns to his residence in Boya.